He does. No, it's an accurate take.
Travis, well, what's your accurate take on British Bulldog and Ken Shamrock?
British Bulldog's gonna win whether he wants to or not.
Well, I mean, he would not win, but hey.
You know what this match was? It was bizarre.
Oh, fuck. I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that in the fucking least. You know what? It is bizarre.
Yeah.
It's not a good match. Like, I do love watching Ken Shamrock, though, in those early days, do like these suplexes.
That's the only interesting part of this match.
Only interesting
Bulldog
part.
does not work well with him at all.
Bulldog
cannot figure out a way to work with Shamrock. But we get the debut of Shamrock's fucking theme song.
Oh, he would also become a little uncanny, too.
We should just get into the finish.
The finish is all that matters in this. Ken, he would basically get a taste of the dog food and would snap, hitting Bulldog with the can and attempting to murder him with a sleeper hold that would result in a DQ. And then everybody would come out to try to take him off, and I would discover that Ken Shamrock's most over person on this show. When he would freak out and scream, all 20,000 people in attendance in unison would cheer him on, man. They loved him.
Man, when Shamrock just screams, "Get out of my way!"
They fucking go berserk.
They lose their goddamn mind.
They do.
And then it's funny because the crowd will slowly, like, not really react much. It's just calm and roar. And then every time Shamrock would just go, "Ah!" Every time. It was crazy. It would just completely hook the crowd. Him just screaming. It was amazing.
You know what's weird? When you type in Ken Shamrock into Google, it's Ken Shamrock, American professional wrestler. Not Ken Shamrock, mixed martial artist, pro wrestler.
Well, he started off as a pro wrestler.
I guess he did, yeah. He started off pro wrestler and went to the UFC. Hey, what was it? Was it Pancrase?
I don't know. Did he start off
was, or was it
UWFI?
UWFI, I think, with Suzuki and Frank, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then he'd go to UFC. Is that how it happened?
I think so. Well, I mean, fuck, I'm one step away from his fucking Wikipedia. I don't know why I don't just fucking go there.
But anyway, Shamrock, he takes about 7 officials out. We're talking Pat Patterson, Tony Gurria, Gerald Briscoe, not Rene Goulet is fucking Dustin Bones. He ain't getting taken out. But the refs, they're all there. They're all getting taken out by Shamrock with these belly to bellies. And you know what, Tyler? I just remembered that whole "get out of my way" scream. That was in the Warzone video game startup video.
That exact one?
And I think that's that's the nostalgia for that one right there. But as we said, yeah, the crowd goes wild from this. And then we get the Toddster with Shawn Michaels, Tyler.
We do. But before we get to that.
Okay, yeah, you got something with Shamrock?
Well, I've just been reading through it. So in 88, he trained under Buzz Sawyer for Atlantic Coast Wrestling. He was also in, South Atlantic Pro Wrestling. And then in 1990, inspired by Dean Malenko, Shamrock applied for the American tryout for Japanese Universal Wrestling Federation. And it's a shoot style promotion where real strikes and holds were used, but, it's fake.
Wrestling found his way into that type of style.
Yeah. And then from there, he would go to UFC and then WWF.
We were pretty accurate.
Yeah.
With how we depicted that.
Yeah, so not bad at all, hey? Not fucking bad for a bunch of stoners.
It's a little Barry Horowitz pat on the back for that one. Yeah.
That sound is skin on skin, baby.
Well, Vince, obviously, Shawn Michaels has been asked this question before, but Shawn, let me ask you, will you put your entire career on the line just to get even with Bret the Hitman Hart?
I don't know how many times I have to address this. There is nothing between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Anything that was once there was settled last year WrestleMania when I beat him. I am here to be an impartial, unbiased, fair referee, and nothing will get past the keen eye of Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? I'm serious.
Shawn Michaels says you're going to call it right down the middle. We'll find out.
Ooh, fucking yeah. But yeah, so the Todd starts with HBK, Travis.
And he says that there's nothing between him and Brett.
Nothing. This is the intro to the show.
You could see
you wanted to
the
understand
balding
what we're talking
spot
about.
on
Could you?
on the side of his head, and you could see that part. That even in his RF video shoot interview, he points to that same spot and says, "I still got it." It's very.
Interview.
Did you ever listen to that?
Yeah, where he's got the
chew?
fucking chew in his mouth. Yeah.
His take of the whole year is very interesting.
Yeah.
When he remembered what happened.
Yeah, because miraculously you can remember it then.
Yes. Yeah. It was all Brett's fault.
Well,
but
two
one of
sides
them
to
has
every
more
story.
details than the other.
That's the thing, right? Like, what are you going to believe? The guy that can remember sparse pieces, or
Sean says that it's all because of the Girly Magazine's comment, and he hated that his parents heard it, so he had a thing with Brett because of it.
Jesus Christ. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Tyler, do you want to take us through the next match?
Yeah. Okay, I will.